Yo, what is up, chat? So, let me check something real quick. Let me make sure. Okay, yeah. So, a few days ago, I developed a brain, right? And it occurred to me, right? So, also, hello. Hi. New lighting system. New lighting system in play right now. Here, let me show you guys the new lighting system, actually. Hold on. Because if you look here, you can see it, basically. That's pretty cool. So yeah, I developed a brain, right? And I thought to myself, like, I stream on Twitch and on YouTube. And I do the starting soon screen, right? On Twitch, because ads play. So I'd rather get past the first ads, and then I go live on YouTube, right? But it occurred to me, I can just go live on Twitch, wait for that starting soon screen to end, and then go live on YouTube. So I don't have those first 3 minutes. Now, to be fair, it didn't occur to me because I thought that that the actual YouTube stream couldn't be started on its own once I went live. But then I discovered you can do that. So, yeah. Anyway, how are you guys doing? How's it going? How's everyone's day been? How's everyone doing on this fine Sunday? Yeah. I uploaded a YouTube video, by the way. You know what isn't what-tastic, Kenj? Hinge. Tangy, tell me about your Hinge arc. Well, tell me about how it's going. And while you do that, guys, I uploaded a new YouTube video. So if you want to go check that out, that'd be really cool. I'm going to put it in as a pinned message here. Hold on. On Twitch. Go check out my newest video! Exclamation mark. Yoink. There we go. Song request gravity. Got you. Oh, I need to damn it. I need to turn on the bot. Hold on. I mean, either way, I wouldn't have done that because you just typed in gravity, but what was the bot called? Songify, right? Yeah, it is. So the first one never responded, the second one disappeared after one message, and the third one, Instagram bot. Yeah, welcome to Hinge, buddy. Buddy, welcome to Hinge. That's what they do. That's what they do there. You get used to it. This isn't Zoro Momdani's Hinge. This is modern Hinge. Approaching 2026 Hinge. Did a lot of liking last night before I went to bed and woke up, no matches. Yeah, no, that seems about right. Nah, that seems about right. Yeah. But yeah, today we're playing Minecraft. I've been dreaming about Hinge. Alright, chat. Chat. Don't obsess about Hinge that much. That's a problem. That's a problem. I think I'm losing it, buddy. You don't need to keep on thinking it. You have. You have. Don't worry. I'll save you the effort. Get off of the platform. Get off of the platform. Take a moment. Take a moment, dude. There has to be a a disconnect between whenever you go on a Hinge and your sleep. Like when I'm going through the big three, Tinder, Hinge, and Bumble, right? I don't think about this after I close the app. I get my swipes in and I'm like, wow, life fucking sucks. And that's it. I'm not thinking about it anymore. It gets one thought, and that's it. You're not on Christian Mingle? Not yet. Not yet, but who knows? I've dreamt about Marvel Rivals, but dreaming of Hinge? Do you have happy dreams at least, Tangy? Like, in your dreams, are you getting matches, or is it like just the same shit, you know? Loads of Catholics on Hinge. Are they really happy? The Catholics? Hmm. Then I wake up and check my matches and there's nothing. My dream was a pretty sick one though. I dreamt I was really good at Venom and was diving everyone. Guys. Guys. We need to have an intervention, alright? It's time to go outside. This has gone too far. This has gone way too far. This guy's dreaming of Marvel Rivals like plays. He's running the playbook in his mind at night. This guy is not getting matches on Hinge. Dreaming about getting matches. Jesus Christ. Dude, this is how they get to you, man. You know what though, Tangy? Maybe if you give Hinge like $99 a month, you might be able to get some matches. That might do the trick. Think about it. Think about it. By the way, to be clear, when I say this like sarcastic ass comment, my Hinge is empty. My Hinge is empty. Here, hold on, I'll tell you guys right now. I have right now. Wait, hold on. No matches. No matches right now. I did buy Hinge Plus for a week. Nah, dude, no. It cannot be this bad, Tangy. It cannot be this bad. It cannot be this bad. Why are we buying? Said fuck it. Let me try it out. Nah. I haven't bought Rose's boost or any of that shit. Dude, I did buy a Rose. Well, I guess 3, because it comes in waves of 3. Once by mistake. I was like on the app. I like clicked a button. And then I'm like, oh dude, what did I click? Hold on, my shit froze. So I kept on tapping. And then I bought it. And then I bought it. I was like, oh. Okay, cool. Buying roses, by the way, does nothing. It does nothing, dude. I have sent many roses, and they do nada. Nothing. Now you're gonna say that my Venom dream was worse with Tangy buying Hinge Plus? No, that buying Hinge Plus is actually the worst thing I've ever heard.
50. Kinks Hybers.
Caramel! Thank you for the tier 1 sub. I appreciate that. 50 months to the big 50. Oh my god. That's a lot of months. That's a lot of months. Thank you though. I appreciate that. Oh my god. Dude, 50 months, dude. Holy crap. Holy crap. Oh, there are 2 times more likely to get a date. And who proves this? You, the company I need to buy them from? Dude, here's the thing, right? Right, they say you're 2 times more likely to get a date. Chat, what's 2 times 0? That's right. 0. It's a scam, bro. It's a scam. It's a scam. They can just make numbers up, bro. They can just say whatever the fuck they want. 0. That's right. Encore. Clap, cheer, exactly. Dude, I don't know. I think at some point, chat, we gotta realize something, right? I've talked about this like topic in the past, right? Boobies! Let's go! Ah, yo, Kermit. Oh my god. Thank you for the 5 gifted. Let me see what it's going to. Hold on. Give me a second. Let me land over here. Hold on, hold on, hold on. He has talked about titties in the past, and that's true, at least once. To celebrate 50 months together? Got you, got you. Oh my god. But yeah, no, I appreciate that. Thank you actually so much. I truly do appreciate that. That can go towards my Hinge Plus subscription. That could be useful. That could be useful. You know what? Tangy. Actually gave me a great idea, bro. Stop buying Hinge Plus. I have a better place where your money can go, bro. To buying Twitch subs, dude. Dude, trust. Doesn't even have to be to me. It could be to me, but it doesn't even have to be to me, bro. Trust. Much better, like, investment of money, I think. You know, unironically, it would be high key. Because at least it's not going towards Hinge's pockets to fuck you over. Instead, it's going to my pocket. Whoa! Insane concept. I know. Buddy, what do you mean stop buying? I canceled it right after I bought it. I ain't renewing that shit. Dude, he thinks he's not gonna renew that shit. That's how they get you, Tangy. They make you think you have free will. Then you discover you don't. I was gonna say something. But I forgot what it was. Oh well. Womp womp. Today we're terraforming. Well, I haven't even said what we're doing today. We're terraforming in Minecraft. I do love terraforming in Minecraft. That's not true at all. But I tolerate terraforming in Minecraft. Because I have a dream. And I need to see that dream through. I have a vision. And, yeah. If I got matches, maybe I would. I mean, you did get matches, you know, like, I'm gonna be honest, Tangy, when you told me you already had, like, 2 matches, and you were, like, on day 1, I was a little shocked. I'm not gonna lie, I was like, what? What? That quickly? Because, maybe I'm chopped, I don't know, but, I did not get matches at all, so I'm like, damn. The fuck? But now that I hear that you have Hinge, like, subscription, now it makes sense. It's because you're getting promoted more. Just to be clear, by the way, even if you didn't get matches, that's nothing about your own self-worth or how you look, by the way. I'm also in the radius of the 2 biggest cities in Scotland. Yeah, don't try to, like, come up with some, like, oh, but this statement. I'm in, like, one of the biggest cities in the US. So, like, I'm kind of cooked. What's your mile radius? How much of a radius do you have on it? For, like, people you can match with? Buddy, people in Miami aren't using Hinge. True. They're like driving their expensive ass cars down the highway, not following any laws. I'm like 70 miles. Okay, maybe that's the difference in between you and me. I have my shit at like 20 miles. I have a short radius. Dude, my ass is not driving like 30 miles for a fucking Hinge date. I'm sorry, bro. That ain't happening. I'm sorry, bro. Might get me more matches? Maybe. It is a bigger area, so more people. I mean, yeah. There's a difference between you and me, Kenj. Yeah, you're willing to go to distance for love. I'm not. Oh, no, you get the free bus travel. Oh, that angle, too. Yeah, that angle, too. Did it say that driving is, like, actually miserable? How far away is, like... Let me see something. Yeah, no, my radius is good. Because that covers, like, basically all of Miami. At least, like, what matters. No offense. Yeah. Not all of it, though, but some of it. There's some areas that aren't. Maybe I need to increase my distance a little bit. I'll probably shrink my radius by giving up most of Glasgow. I mean, what really is there, like, honestly? Life. Dude, no, but you don't understand, dude. The thing about, like, free bus travel is that that's like communist and socialist, bro. That's what Mamdani wants. And that's not, dude. Okay. I haven't been live in like a week, and so much has happened politically. So fucking much, bro. So much. I think the first one I'm gonna talk about is the most recent one, dude. Why is Trump okay? Trump went like a week ago, bro, being like, dude, Mamdani's gonna ruin this country. Mamdani's gonna destroy New York, dude. And like all this slander. And then they have one meeting, bro. And then Trump's looking at him like smiling and shit. Like, oh my god, that's my goat right there. A reporter asked like Mamdani if he still thought that Trump was a fascist. And you know, Mamdani was about to answer, right? And I imagine it would have been like a respectable, like, you know, like not saying no answer, but just kind of being like, oh yeah, you know, me and the president have a lot of disagreements. I imagine something like that, right? But the president said, nah, don't even worry about it, dude. You can just call me a fascist. I'll let you do it. I'll let you do it. You can do it. You can do it. It's like, what the fuck is going on here? What the fuck is going on here? And then the next day, like, Trump ups his actual like clothing options and stuff. He has like more drip, more style. Like, dude, Mamdani might have changed the guy. Or this might be his last, like, you know, attempt to not get impeached soon. Because I'm gonna be honest, dude. I think that this is it. I think that, like, it's it for Trump. He doesn't... Once this Epstein shit is out, it's over, dude. It's curtains. Already, like, their base is, like, fracturing. Marjorie Taylor Greene is like leaving the party because I imagine she realized that everyone she's with is a pedophile. So like this is like it. Like their party is falling apart. And I think that the only way they can save this for themselves is to just have Trump be their scapegoat. And just to get rid of him from office, to impeach him. That's like their only way out of this. Cause yeah. Cause no, you can have like as like they can talk about how many Democrats are on the Epstein list, which is like awful. That is terrible that they're on there. But that won't matter as much as a sitting president being a pedophile. It's just not comparable. Now, a former president is also probably on that list too, right? Bill Clinton, for example. But that's just not the same thing as a sitting president, an active president, being on that shit. For every Democrat on the list, there's 5 Republicans. That part too. I don't know, but here's the difference, right? Like, the Republican Party, when it comes to Trump at least, like, they're willing to, like, you know, defend him a lot. And defend all his actions. When I hear like, oh dude, Bill Clinton is on the list, I don't think, nah dude, I need to defend my GOAT Bill Clinton. No, I think, okay, pack him up too, get him out. like get him the fuck out. I don't ever want to see his face on TV ever again, bro. I don't want to hear his voice. Lock him up. Like what? Like what? Like what are we talking about? I don't give a shit. But with, like, Republicans and MAGA specifically, right? They'll be like, ah, dude, but like, ah, dude, but I love my GOAT Trump, dude. Like, oh no, dude. What island? What? It's like, what? What are you talking about, man? But yeah. Anyway, yeah. Speaking of cults, dude, what song did you even request? Oh, Brighter. Huh, it has the entire, like, who makes a song first and who sings it, and then the name of it. Yeah. And then, what else has happened politically? A lot has happened, to be fair. Like, a lot has. But I'm thinking, dude. I'm thinking. I guess that's like really the big one, right? Like everything else is kind of small. Like the Epstein stuff is like pretty big. The MAGA party like falling apart. Did the government shutdown end when I was like not streaming? I'm not sure. Oh yeah, the Bubba picture. Yeah, I don't think that's real. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think it's real. That's too convenient. However, comma, for the agenda, for the bit, I'm down to say it's real, even if I don't think it is. Like sometimes, you know, like here's what I'm kind of like realizing, right? Is that like slander TikTok and IRL politics are very similar. You can just choose to believe whatever you want. Real information doesn't matter, like all that. Listen, the AI checkers are coming back negative.
Was that the bite of 87?
Thank you for requesting Hear My Hope. Thank you for requesting Hear My Hope. So you can see every person ever. Dude. Dude. But I don't know, it just seems so convenient that that picture is coming out now. This is way too convenient, I think. Like the timing. Let me go sleep. It's raining again. Every cast member, every single one. I like to think of it as everything crashing down at once. Yeah. Dude, I love that like some of the people there are very clearly on the list, or at least know people on the list, and they're like, guys, dude, if we release this list, it might ruin our like political system. Okay? And dude, I don't want a pedophile in charge. Like, I'm sorry. I don't give a shit if it'll like potentially ruin your job. Okay. Do I care? No. Get out and get someone else. The hell? This is what we do. Resign in shame, dude. And in fact, resign yourself into prison. Like the fuck? The only politician left should be Mamdani. That's true. That's true. The first leftist Democrat. It's actually wild, man. What times do we like? Just insane stuff, man. I think it's a good thing though that this is falling apart for all these people. I hope it's like the start of like actual genuine change. Where like this is like truly like, you know, a turning point. Dude, every time I say turning point, I think about Charlie Kirk. Every time I say turning point, I'm like, dude, that's a Charlie Kirk reference. Also. I had a conversation with one of my friends. I mentioned this in one of my Clash Royale videos. But I had a conversation with like one of my IRLs. And it was about the Kirkification meme. So in case you don't know what it is, it's like where they take like an existing meme and they just put Charlie Kirk's face over it, right? So it gets like Kirkified. And dude, I was thinking about it, right? And how like usually, you know, when you think about it, it'd be like a disrespectful thing to do. But I think Charlie Kirk would have actually really liked that. Cause he liked the South Park stuff, right? He liked like the bit they made about him, right? So I bet he would have liked Kirkification too. Like the Charlie Kirk memes. He liked it, quote unquote. Listen, I don't know what's going behind like his head, right? He claimed to like it. I can only take him at face value, right? I can only go by his words when it comes to this specifically. So I think that like, you know, like this recent like resurgence of memes like that this might have been like very nice for him, you know? It's almost kind of wholesome when you think about it, right? Like wow. That's kind of wholesome. Honestly, for him, I think that might be a preferable like legacy to have, you know? To just become the Kirkified meme instead of like whatever the fuck he actually was. When's your Charlie Kirk PNG tuber? Dude, I Kirkified myself, dude. Turn this shit up. Sure. Is it even going up in volume? No, that's almost so long. It was long. I'm like voxing away. What do you mean by that? I have food now, by the way. What do you mean by that? I gotta make my own destiny. Ah, I see. Dude, and that destiny comes at like how much does Hinge Plus cost? per month or per week? Dude, it's actually wild, man. Because I think on Tinder, right? How much does Tinder's thing cost? Hold on, let me see if I can find out. Dude, look at like look. You can buy a boost, right? And a boost, what it does is to be the top profile in your area for 30 minutes, dude. For 30 minutes, you get boosted. And it costs $10 for just one. $10 to be seen more for 30 minutes on Tinder. That's so shit. That is so ass. That is like the definition of ass. It was just 1 week. Yeah. Yeah. But what's the actual subscription thing? Hold on. Tinder Gold. Here we go. Let me see what it is. So, for Tinder Gold, you get unlimited likes. You get to see who likes you. One free boost per month. So generous. Um, Unlimited passport mode. I don't know what that is. I guess it's when you can like be somewhere else. You have to control who sees you and control who like you see. You have a top pick selection, and it's $18.99 per week, dude. $18.99, $20 per week for Tinder. And then there's Tinder Platinum, dude. And that's 25 per week. That just gives you more benefits and like more. Then you have Tinder Plus, dude. Why there's so many Tinder add-ons? Wait, what? It's wild. So many like different options. God, that's so fucking ass. You know, dude, Hear My Hope is actually fire. I like Hear My Hope. Especially the part coming up right now. This part right here. This shit's fire. Hmm. Hmm. How long do I need to make this? I'm not sure. Hmm. Dad, lend me your misogyny. This is season 2 loot I'm up against. Dad, please. I need this. Um. Hmm. Dude, I saw people complaining about the ending. How it's like, oh, dude, it's so cringe. They came together with the power of friendship. It's like, bro, you're watching Has Been Hotel, dude. Everything about this is cringe. Grow up, man. grow up. Hmm. Also, I watched a new Wicked movie. I'm gonna make a review about it soon. Um, but I'm thinking about like what to say about it, really. I still don't know exactly how to put it into words. But it just feels weird. It feels like way worse than the first one, which is kind of disappointing. Like it's not bad per se. I still enjoyed it. Also, hold on, this part's fire too. Quid pro quo, it's only fair. Ah. Quid pro quo, it's only fair. Shit's fire, bro. That's a fire ass line. I'm sorry, dude. They cooked at that one. Absolute Alistair. For real, for real. And send up to the Alistair and the V's part in the season 1 finale. I don't remember like what that one is. Cause I watched both seasons together. They kind of like merged in my mind. I think for sure season 2 has better songs though. Cause the second half of me watching Has Been, I was like, yeah, this got much better like music wise. I think everything wise, to be fair, also actually, not just on that part. Like everything about it just improved. I saw people complaining about the V's helping with the canon in the finale, and really they just did it so they could save their own asses. Oh yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, I know. This isn't like the power of friendship or whatever type moment. This is like, at least for the villains, right? It's like, okay, if they don't do anything, they're gonna blow up and die, actually. Like, they have to do something. I do wonder if they're gonna redeem every character in that show, though. Or, like, which characters are gonna choose to redeem. Is, damn. Fucking punch 2 over here. Jesus. They better not redeem Valentino? Yeah, no. There are some characters that shouldn't be redeemed. Valentino is one of them. Um, but yeah. People thought Alistair's name was altruist because he says it in season 1. That's a word. That's an actual word. That's a real thing, actually. Mm. They started doing that with Vox Populi. Wait, what do you mean doing what? Thinking that's his full name? Vox Populi? Did you say Susan was dead in season 2? Susan was dead. Who's Susan? Vox is just Latin for voice. Vox Populi being voice of the people. Yeah. I never once assumed that Populi was a was his name or whatever. But I guess like if you just kind of like look at it, you're like, oh, this is full name. Oh, I guess. You guys don't know Susan? Who the fuck is Susan? Galaxy, why are you inventing like your own like characters right now? Your own OCs. Susan was my Karen Goat of season 1. Did she get like annihilated by the cannon or something? Also, I don't know why Tangy's saying who the fuck is Susan. Because he hasn't seen the show yet. His real name is Vincent. He was a cult leader. Because it makes sense he called himself Vox Populi instead of just Vox. True. It's more of like a party slogan thing, you know? Not really a nickname though. More like a slogan type of thing where it's like, oh, this is like, you know, Vox Populi. And he probably got killed in season 1 finale because she was dead before the canon. But I have no clue who the fuck you're talking about. But I'm really sad that Susan died. I'm sad for you that Susan died. She had a really good run in the first season. Oh yeah, there's been a agenda by Hasbin Hotel trying to make Valentino more likable. They're doing thirst traps. I think it's like there's a difference in between thinking like a character is hot or whatever and like actual like thinking they're a good person, I'd say. Right? Cause like what's like an example character? Like Don Flamingo, right? Don Flamingo, One Piece. Like people think he's hot or whatever. But he's also like the worst person ever. And these people at least acknowledge that, you know? Yeah, but why is the actual official account doing thirst traps of the rapist? Yeah, not good. Not good. That's what my one concern with has been, right? Is I feel like there's a lot of like deep topics there. A lot of you know, serious topics in the show that I don't think they're gonna handle well. I really don't think they will. In the next coming seasons. Cause there's like subtle stuff in there, right? That do like, you know, despite the fact that Valentino's like a big part of it and like you know, like singing and all that stuff. I think there's still like an acknowledgement of everyone around that Valentino is a bad person and like really awful. So I really do hope that like he doesn't get redeemed. I really do hope that that doesn't happen in the show. I don't think I just don't think that'd be good. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think that'd be good. He's gotta be like one of those characters that like just dies before like they get to that point where they try to redeem him. Also, fun fact, they hate trans men. Oh. Why? What makes you say that? What have they done that like is leading to that statement? Valentino looks slightly sadly at Angel Dust in one scene and immediately ascends to heaven. True. He says, you know what, dude? What I did wasn't, like, really cool, actually. Ascends to heaven. Honestly, maybe, like... Makes sense. Might make sense in canon, considering, like, you know, some of the people that exist in the church. And what they do. Might make sense. Might make sense. They're like, oh, no, don't worry. God forgives all my sins, dude. It's like, bro, you just, like, committed one of the worst crimes of all time, dude. Like... She's gone on a lot of rants about trans men not being real men. Specifically, men? Like, you know, like, fucked up. But is this like a take where it's like, they're like, dude, trans men, not real. But trans women, though. Or is it like, is it just trans men? Also, fun fact. Trans men are the only member of the LGBTQ that haven't appeared in a Vivzy Pop show. Yes, specifically trans men. Dude, that is so fucking... That is so weird. It's almost like a little bit comical, I'm not gonna lie. Because it's like, yeah, dude. Like, I'm all about trans rights. But not for everyone, though, actually. I pick and choose which ones. Like, that's so, like... Like, I don't know, that's so weird. It's almost like, it's comical, right? In a way. Because it's like, that's so absurd. Like, if you're gonna, like... I don't know. I don't know. You think she should be over the moon about more gay men in the world? True. Feels like something a news reporter lady would do. Yeah. Katie Killjoy? I think that's her name. That's so weird. That's so weird. Hmm. Okay, let's tear this down over here. Was I gonna say Has-Been Hotel is in Indy? Not anymore. Yeah, not anymore. You think? I would say it used to be, but now it's backed by Amazon. So, you know, whatever that means, really, because Twitch is backed by Amazon, and who the fuck knows what the effect of that has been. And I say this because it gets paraded as this huge titan of indie animation. It stopped being indie after the pilot dropped. Both of Amazon. Wait, is it from the start? Wait, has it been wait, was it acquired like from the start? After the pilot? Because in that case, then it's never been indie. Unless, okay, the only way it's not, like, I'd give it is if, like, it is like if Amazon just didn't give them a penny. After the pilot, A24 started backing it. Then it got picked up by Amazon later. Where did it drop initially? Which platform did it drop on? When it first came out? The pilot was on YouTube. No content. Season 1 on Amazon. Got you. I don't know. I think I think you could still say it was like an indie thing that got, like, you know, picked up, right? But it would just mean that it's not, it like became not indie like really quickly, right? I feel like if the pilot gets made and you know the show is based off of like the pilot and stuff, like it's still like an indie show that like got elevated, right? But it's not that status anymore because it's obviously, you know, acquired. Lava Boss used to be based off of the pilot too. Dude, why is it always raining in this game? Always, without fail. It's miserable. And they had to remake the pilot because it was nothing like it. Yeah, it's true. I've seen some clips of the pilot. It does look way different. Um, mm, 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 mm. You know what else is miserable? What? Hinge? Yeah. Couch spawn the bowl of food? Yeah, that's what I do. It's actually like my AI glitching out. Pulling a bowl of food out of nowhere. It's like, dude, Kenj, where did that come from? I don't know. Yeah, for like 20 minutes, you got handed to him off on camera. That is true. It did happen that way. Hmm. It's like foreshadowing. Also, since I'm like, you know, okay, two things. One, YouTube content wise, I'm gonna start locking in more. Um, cause I actually feel like everything is kind of like at the point where I want it to be at. I've always had this thing where like I feel like weird about things. How like oh my content isn't like where I want it to be yet in terms of like you know like quality, sound, lighting, all that type of stuff. But like now, I kind of have it like all. It's at the point where I'm like actually satisfied with it. I don't think what is this going? Where is this going? Where is that? Because the end is over there. There's no sign. Maybe we'll go through that in a second. Follow it? Yeah, let me repair my shovel first. We'll go later. We'll go later. Foreshadowing Easter egg. Oda level foreshadowing. And 35 miles might be the play. Yeah. Honestly, I might increase my radius though. I don't know how much I have it at. Let me check real quick. I'll actually tell you guys. So let me go through the big three. So on a hinge, my radius, it wouldn't matter anyway, is 15 miles. I'll go up a little bit. I'll go up a little bit. Now we can get more matches Sorry, now I can not get matches from further away. I'm in a good spot where I'm in the middle of like 3 decently sized cities. That's barely getting you to the nearest store. Dude, I just don't... Dude, I just don't care enough to, like, date someone that I find on Hinge, on fucking Hinge, that lives, like, further than, like, 20 minutes, dude. I'm sorry. I just don't care. It's very odd, too, as someone who has tried e-dating before. And that person, you know, is in a different fucking state. But it's like, that's like now, it only goes like either way. Either they're in a fucking different country, or they're 2 minutes away. No in between. No in between. Sorry, guys. Alright. Go on a Minecraft date with the Hinge baddies. Yeah, dude. That's what I'm gonna do. That's a great idea. Dude, a Minecraft date with the Hinge baddies, dude. That'll get them. Yeah. I'm gonna tear this down over here. This hill. Dude, I can't wait to like invite a woman and be like, hey dude, listen, like, you know, we could go to like an actual like date. But you've done that before with like all the other guys, right? I'm different, dude. Come over and watch me play some Minecraft, dude. Have you ever seen 5 hours of terraforming before? Yes, sir. Now that's where it's at. Yes, sir. Dude, I know that's gotta work, right? Like that method has to work. No, not that. What do you mean not that? Hello? You both play Minecraft? No, dude, she has to watch me she has to watch me mine stone and dirt for 5 hours straight. I'm sorry, that's the only way. She doesn't get to play the game. In fact, I don't get to play either, bro. This is more of like a job than it is a playing. Calling it playing is just sit in your room while you stream. She has to watch it live, actually. Is this chat? Is this Riz? Chat, this might be Riz. Dude, and you can't tell me that wouldn't work, dude. You can't tell me that wouldn't work. Think about like your favorite Minecraft couple, right? Like they do that together. Like think about that. Have you thought about your favorite Minecraft couple that there are many of? You know, actually, now that I think about it, I think the only person that I know is like dating someone else that's like even Minecraft related is Pyrocyph. That might be the only person I know that like dates someone who plays Minecraft and they both play Minecraft. Might be the only one. My favorite Minecraft couple, Dream and the Allegations. Dude, that one, that's a throwback. Throwback. So real though, so real, man. My favorite Minecraft couple became an actual couple. Oh, like when I say couple, I do just mean like they could be a real couple as well. Oh wait, I guess I know. Okay, I lied. There's one I know. There's one I knew before Pyro. That would be K-Dog, I guess technically. K-Dog and Graze. My favorite Minecraft couple broke up. Fly high at popular MMOs. Dude, I feel so bad for the guy. I've seen his journey though. It's good that he's improving and stuff and taking those steps to get better. It's difficult, but yeah. I really am like rooting for him. I like there's so many creators that you see that kind of like you know, that like go through like hard times and rough moments, and I always kind of root for them, you know, especially people I used to watch and all that, because like they're a big reason why I do what I do now, right? Which is be unemployed and miserable, and that's because of them. If we're being serious, so I want the best for them, you know. And effortlessly funny, of course. Yeah, he got better, got worse, got better again, then he got worse, but he admitted to it like instantly. Yeah, I mean, no, like I get it, you know, like quitting something and breaking a habit is like difficult, you know. Sometimes progress isn't linear, you know. It has bumps and shit. And I hope that's something he's like told himself, not as like an excuse to like, you know, go back into it, but as an excuse of like, oh, I can still do it. I can still, you know, like get better. Not that like, oh, I'll get better than worse and better than worse or whatever. But that these things happen, you know. As long as you're actively trying every day to like, you know, take steps to be better, then it's a good thing. It's a good thing. And it's like the first step, you know? Action is important afterwards, of course. You know, like taking the steps to actually do it. But acknowledging stuff is... You know, that's big. Like how I acknowledge that sometimes I misstream a little bit too often. You know, like I acknowledge that. I make a bit about it, but I do acknowledge it. That's why I'm live today, though, guys. And I'll be live tomorrow. And the day after that. And the day after that. Trust. But are you gonna improve? Dude, I will. I will. You wanna know why? Because I'm already taking steps to do that, bro. I'm editing videos. I already got a video out. I got a video out already. Which, by the way, you guys can go watch it. And honestly, I don't know how you guys feel about the video, but I felt pretty good about it. Not the actual content in it, right? But editing it, getting it out, uploading it, like, I don't know, I felt good about that. Edit the videos live. Dude, have you seen my PC? It holds on by, like, a strand of, like, prayers, hopes, and dreams. Undertale reference. So, like, that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. Ever. Okay, maybe not ever, but it's just not, it's not practical. But yeah, I know. Also, it's kind of weird because sometimes I have to like record moments for videos or whatever. So like being live already while doing that is a little bit awkward, I feel. I also don't like recording like stuff when I'm live. You should start remaking Doug videos. Remaking Doug videos. Dude, hold on. Wait, I just go through all of Doug's catalog of videos and just make them again, but accept it to me. Hold on. Wait. Wait, the method, dude. The method. Then call it a fraud for copying you? Hold on. Ken didn't bite? That is true. Hold on, dude. I copy other content creators. Then I say that they copied me and try to farm drama off of it. Chat, new method just dropped. Chat, new method just dropped. Dude, and maybe, like, if the video gets big enough, they'll bite on their own without me having to say anything anyway. Right? It's like, dude, this creator is, like, copying me. And I'm like, Excuse me? You copied me, dude. Who are you? Who are you? I start rage baiting. My channel has been around for way longer than yours. You need to make sure you're never like too serious. You can always backpedal and be like, yeah, dude, it was a joke. It was obviously just satire. That's the most important part, dude. Whenever you say anything ever, make sure you give yourself like a way out, a back door, you know? God forbid like we say something and we stick to our principles. You know? That's why whenever I say like, oh dude, I really dislike the president, I always add at the end like for now, right? Because maybe in the future I'll actually like, you know, I'll need to prove that I don't want to be kicked out of the country. You know? You know how it is. If you go back to every time I like slander the government or Trump or anyone, you'll actually always hear me say that this is just my opinion for now, but like he's actually really chill. I actually say that every time. If you go back and like listen to my to my like statements ever. You also hear me say that we need to send more money to Israel every time afterwards too. Like this just happens. This happens. I say this often. I like to make sure, you know, I'm ready for whenever they come for me. The government, that is. Yup. Like earlier when I called the Republican Party the pedophile party, you might not have heard me say it, but I did say that like that's just me joshing and joking around. They're actually really cool and stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Go back to the girl on Hinge who had that she loved Israel in her profile. Dude, that's awesome, man. A real patriot. And in the UK too, dude. They have like no incentives to say that there. That's for the love of the game. Like, wow. Wow. Chills. Let me see something real quick. Hold on. By the way, guys, I think I want to like dial back the political speak in general. Not because like I don't like not believe it, right? But for the simple reason that I want to collaborate with people more in the future going forward. And I feel like the more political I get, like my takes are based. Don't get me wrong. I believe in my takes 100%. But I know people don't want to talk about that type of shit or be around it. They won't let him on a Hermitcraft if he talks about Trump. That is true, actually. That's the only thing holding me back from Hermitcraft, actually. I asked him. He's to tone it down like his hero Jamal. Exactly, dude. Exactly. Jamal, who famously is always talking about politics and stuff until recently. Famously. As long as you don't talk about during a collab, that is true. I feel like that's true, but I don't know. I don't know. Dude, I've been flying over to that, like, building to sleep, but I had a bed right here the whole time. That's awesome, man. But, you know, I know myself. I know I say that, but, like, I probably will keep on, like, doing that. It's about the Skiz drama that happened, a while ago. What happened with that drama, huh? I don't know about that one. What? What? I know there was one member that got, like, kicked out because they... What did they do? Was it, like, cheating on someone? I forgot what it was. I have no clue. I don't remember anymore. Maybe that was a different story. Who cheated on their wife? I know that like one of them is definitely. No, it has to be someone else. The creator of Vault Hunters. No, you know that's what it was. The creator of Vault Hunters. Vault Hunters. So I say Hunters. Hunter. Pokemon. Vault Hunters. That might be who I'm thinking about actually. But I don't remember what they did. Oh, I got accused of something. It's like talking to minors weirdly. Oh, okay. So yeah, not cheating on his wife. Unless he had a wife, I guess, then I suppose I wouldn't be wrong. But it's more than that. Dude, what's that one guy who admitted to messaging 17-year-olds? What's his fucking name? Like, he was messaging us, like, he said that he was messaging minors on Twitch. Dude, I can't believe I forgot his name. We talked about him, too. And they're like, no, but the big one. The one with the glasses. The guy with the glasses, dude, what's his fucking name? Guy with the glasses. He's like, fucking over 6 feet tall or something. George, no, not Minecraft. Like, general creator. Not George Not Found. Was he talking? I don't think he was talking to... I don't think that's one thing they did. Dr. Disrespect. Yeah, him. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about when it came to, like, cheating wives. He came to my mind. Or cheating on your wife. Mr. Disrespect. True. Skiz said something insensitive about trans people, I think. There's something about a LGBT group on his podcast with Impulse. And he got heat for it on Twitter since the majority of their viewers are LGBT. Yeah. You know, a part of me is always kind of like a tiny bit worried whenever I'm like super sarcastic on stream. Because my voice, right? People have like told me this. When I'm sarcastic or serious, they can't really tell sometimes. So I'm really worried that someday I'm going to say something sarcastically. And then someone's going to take it seriously. And then it's gonna be bad. Like, for example, right? Like the dude, like whenever I say, dude, I love Donald Trump, right? Like sometimes I'll just say that, right? And it's obviously sarcastic. But it's just like for people who don't know me, people who don't like when I say like, oh, dude, these, thank God we're like okay. For example, when Trump like talks about his woke DEI policies, right, that he gets rid of, right, and I like make the bit of like, yes, dude, finally, thank God, dude, that's what this nation needs, right? That looks bad, but I'm being sarcastic. I'm being very sarcastic. I am firmly against that. When I say something like that, I like am mocking him. I'm mocking him. That's what I mean to do. Not to be like, yes, dude. No, I'm mocking him because it's stupid. He's stupid. His brain, he might be going down the RFK route. Who knows? But, yeah. I've been told to stop conservative role-playing in a friend's stream. To be fair, though, doing it in chat is different. Because you can't read someone's tone at all. At least here you can like maybe kind of tell. Like when I'm saying it out loud, kind of. Sometimes. But if you're like reading it in a chat, there's no way to tell. So I think it's a little bit like harder. I hate everything and everyone. Yeah. No context needed for that one. No context needed. But no, I'm always worried about that because my humor is very sarcastic focused and I talk about political stuff. So part of me is like worried that like, you know, someone would come in, see that, and then think that, wow, this guy's a piece of shit. Wow, I hate this guy. It's like, no, 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 wait, no, I'm on your side, dude. Dude, I'm on your side. I actually think you're really cool. I actually do. I'm a big fan of gay people. You know what I mean? Type shit, type shit. Add the woke tag to stream. That that'll help. That'll help. That'll help. Actually, dude, chat. Don't worry. I'm woke, dude. That's a problem. Even like using the word woke feels like I'm already going down that path. You know what I mean? Of being it's inherently already sarcastic. There's already like a level of it. The moment I say, "Oh, dude, guys, don't worry, I'm woke," it's like there's already a level of sarcasm there, because it's an absurdity. Because the concept of being woke is just not being a piece of shit. That's what being woke is. And accepting people for who they are. Insane concept, I know. And not rejecting them just because of, like, how they choose to exist. And letting them be happy the way that they want to be. Insane concepts, I know. It's because it just sounds so outrageous to us, but this is what, like, right-wing people actually say exactly. In my mind, it's so absurd. It's so, like, wild to hate someone just because of how they exist. And how they are, that it's just so easy to mock it and to say it, because it's just it's absurd. It's absurd. It's inherently just absurd. And like to mock them, I'll say that shit, but like obviously, you know, if someone just like hears me say it, like if I go like, dude, yes, dude, we need to get rid of the woke DEI policies. This is why the nation's falling apart. Like, I'm being sarcastic. I'm joking around. Because it's obviously not why shit is awful. When they blame immigration, right? And I don't make many ICE jokes. I don't think have I made any ICE jokes? I don't even know. I don't think so, actually. Maybe ICE is not the best example. I don't think I've made many jokes about ICE. They are actually awful. ICE is actually like a terrible fucking thing. That entire organization, the way it like runs right now, the amount of propaganda I've seen for it, like, it's low-key disgusting. I'm gonna be honest, when I first heard people saying woke, I genuinely thought to myself, I hope you awake. ICE is fucked up, yeah. It's just like, the way ICE operates is inhumane, dude. It's just inhumane. They actually like act like monsters, and they have no like check on them. They can just wear masks. They can be anonymous. They can do whatever the fuck they want. They can show up wherever they want. Like, it's absurd. It's absurd. And they're also like untrained morons too. I think that's dude. This is the one thing that I really do hate about this administration, right? Above all else. Okay, not above all else. But one thing I really do hate about this administration is that every evil thing they do is run by the biggest dumbasses on the planet, dude. Like, whenever they do some evil shit, it's like I feel like my intelligence is being insulted at the same time. Like, the evil act in of itself is already terrible and awful, right? But I feel like I'm being treated like a dumbass when I see like truly incompetent morons doing this shit. Now, I'm not saying to be competently evil, but like dude, dude, it's frustrating. It's frustrating because like, how do we get to this point where like these fucking morons can do whatever they want? Like when you think about like, you know, like dictatorships and like evil leaders in history, like you think like, oh, dude, they schemed their way there. They like did some like shit. They plotted, dude. Here I look at it and I'm like, oh my god. Oh my god. They're just morons. There is no scheme here. They're just stupid. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Soon it'll be over. The Epstein list will drop. Trump will be confirmed a pedophile. He sucked Bill Clinton's dick. And that'll be the end of it. Yep. I hope that like makes sense. You know what I mean? The my intelligence feeling questioned every time I look at the news. Because it's just so absurd. It's just so absurd. But people believe it, right? Like people will like buy into whatever they're saying, right? But to me, it's just so like everything they say is so stupid. It's so dumb. When like that like one example from like Charlie Kirk, for example, right? When he like when he says like, oh, every time I get on a plane or whatever, I want to talk about politics last. Listen, like you got me going now, so like I might as well finish the thought, right? When he talked about how like every time he gets on a plane, right, and he sees a black pilot, dude, he's like, oh, dude, I hope he's on DEI. Are you fucking stupid? Or what? He said something like that. I don't remember the exact quote anymore. I don't really care to look it up either. But it's like, dude, what are we talking about, man? Dude, getting into aviation is like one of the hardest shits out there, dude. You know how many like licenses and programs they have to go through? Like it's absurd. It's absurd. It's absurd. These people, the things they talk about, the things they say, is like just inherently absurd. And that's why I feel that's why I feel like my intelligence is insulted because they expect me to believe that shit. They expect me to see that and be like, oh yeah. Chat, sorry to interrupt this serious discussion. Don't worry, that's the end of it. I got nothing else to say. I should have like a thing on screen maybe that like appears that says like sarcasm or whatever. Do I install Tinder and Bumble to broaden my chances? I mean, if you want to, like, go for it, dude. But I'm gonna be honest. I don't think it matters, dude. 5 million dating apps ever, and I'm still here doing the exact same shit, bro. Which is being single. Just go straight to Grindr. I don't think it matters, dude. I don't think it matters. Hinge is either way probably the best of those three platforms. But that's like comparing shits to shits, you know? It's like, oh, is horse shit better or is dog shit better? So like, I don't know. Which one would I rather see outside of my front door when I wake up, dude? Would I rather see like some horse shit, some dog shit, or some cat shit, dude? Not cat shit. Let's go with like like an actual human turd, dude, outside of your front door. It's like, I don't know. I don't know which one would be like the least bad shit there. Wouldn't even include Grindr because no sane person would use it. Unless you're going to like a unless you're going to a convention and you're a conservative. I'm sorry. No more politics. No more politics.
Was that the bite of 87?
Love in a bottle. Dude, love in a bottle is actually fire. This took like actual eons to shave down. I should have grabbed the beacon, but here we are. Am I a Muppet? And I'm a very manly Muppet. Banger song, bro. Turn this shit up. Turn this shit up. What is this terraforming even for? I'm gonna make a forest over here. outside in the back. I'm gonna make like a little castle build over here. And then a forest around it. And then this is a shopping district, obviously. But this is gonna be like my build. Not a shopping district related one. Just a general build that I wanted to do. Since it's near my base. So I'm terraforming the entire like mountainside basically. I'm a very manly muppet. Okay. All right. Cool. Banger song incoming. Let's have a look. Okay, let me sleep first before I have a look. But yeah, no. I think when it comes to dating, by the way, I think I have officially reached an enlightened state, right? Let me elaborate. I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore. Well, good for you. Yeah. Like now, I don't even think about it anymore. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think about like, oh, dude, a relationship. I relinquish myself to the status quo. I think it's just, yeah, this is gonna be like it forever, probably. Like, in a non-depressing way. Like, in a, like, acceptance way. Of, like, yeah. It doesn't matter. Guys, do you just try not giving a fuck? Yeah, it didn't work. Yeah. I don't know, like, I went through, like, arcs, you know? Like, oh, so sad. All that. But, like, I just realized, what's the point? What's the point of even, like, thinking about it? Shaw! Adino! I said I gave up, then Minecraft girl suddenly existed. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think that anything will appear in my life that would change my mind about this. I will permanently exist in a state of nothing ever happens. That's why I'm trying to be proactive. See, you're living too passively. Tangy, what is your proactiveness? Asking for a friend. What does proactive mean to you? I scroll hinge for an unhealthy amount of time. Buddy, I'm sorry to say this to you. Hinge is not proactive, dude. Dude, I have the big three right here. The big three. Hinge, Tinder, Bumble. Misery, misery, misery. And let me tell you, dude. I ain't doing shit. I'm wasting my time. I'm wasting my time. He has the homophobic chicken app. I had a lot of points left over. I haven't like actually purchased it in a while though. But I have like a bunch of points, so I'm like, yeah, I gotta spend them. I'm trying to save money, so I don't really eat out. Not as much, at least. I'm trying not to. I still do every now and then because I need to eat, but yeah. The shit is fire. The shit do be fire. Vox Populi is pretty good. Hmm. They call him Vox Populi. They do call him Vox Populi. A Rage Bait King, yeah. Two, three, four. Ah, man.
Was that the bite of 87?
Vox DEI. Vox, what? Oh, dude, I used to like Vox, but then he started pushing DEI. Okay, see, this is what I mean. This is what I mean. This is what I mean about the sarcasm shit, dude. This is what I mean about the sarcasm. The thing is that like, dude, it's just dude, I just think about like political shit all the time. I'm around political shit a lot, right? So it's really fucking random, right? That I just like say that shit, but it's cause like literally an hour ago, I was looking at some political my dirt despawned. I was looking at some political stuff, right? And not even an hour, just 20 minutes ago, we were talking about political stuff, right? So it's on my mind. It's so prevalent in my mind. So I just bring it up. I just bring it up. And it is a low hanging fruit. It is. What Tangy said. It's easy to make fun of. It's easy to imitate them. And their absurdity. Dude, I've seen some fire edits with the song. He's the what? He's the Führer. But like the it's like a double meaning word though. Cause in the actual show, they use a different word or another word that's like the same sound as Führer. But it means something slightly different. So it's like a double meaning type of thing. Exactly, yeah. This Führer, which is the Fury, yeah. It's pretty clever. It's pretty clever. Dude, I saw people on TikTok though arguing about it, saying that it wasn't that. It's like, buddy. It is. It is. It is. It is. You don't use a word like that without knowing the other one. Do you guys hear the SpongeBob Ice Spice song? Dude, I heard a part of it. I feel like the part I heard is basically the whole song anyway. But yeah. Me va a encontrar. Pare por abajo el agua. Busca tu paraguas. Anda como pez en el agua. Hmm. You know, I was going back and looking at some of the recordings I have on my computer, right? Like older
Was
ones.
that the bite of 87?
And bro, I think that like my stream has improved greatly in the last year in terms of like actual quality, sound and visually. I think we're at a much better place than we were before. Dare I say it's more watchable now? Like, way more watchable. That's my own opinion, my own take, I guess, but yeah. Maybe I'm biased, I don't know. But there's always been a level of like frustration. You stop being woke, true. Your stream has improved, but the PC has basically killed itself at this point. That is true. My PC is like actual shit. It sometimes just doesn't want to run or work. Or it drop FPS randomly when I'm live. Okay, this is a problem. See, but this is what I mean though. I don't wanna be thinking about like politics all the time too. And have my humor be so like big on it anymore. It's more not even just because I want to avoid the topic necessarily. This is the reason why I think I know and I think I get it now, or how to phrase it and how to say it. It's because I just don't want to be thinking about these motherfuckers, bro. I don't. I just want to go live and not think about, just not think about them. Not think about the current president of the United States of America. Like, I just don't want to be miserable on stream. SpongeBob, big guy pants okay. Wow. Lyrical genius. Truly, truly a masterpiece. I will say, it's like sort of catchy in a way. You know what? I'd rather listen to this than a Taylor Swift song, so it's gotta be worth something. When Ice Spice tries to make a song that doesn't involve sexual content, yeah. It's kind of fire, but so repetitive, yeah. Exactly. It's got like a little bit of like it's kind of like catchy-ish, I guess. But it just keeps going over and over again. It has a beat. Yeah, I think the beat does help. I think the beat does help a lot actually. That might be what it is. Oh, and we're back to the normal my playlist. Dude, you know what? Actually, there is one soundtrack I want to go through. Cause for my recent YouTube video up on YouTube, you guys can check out right now or after the stream. I want to listen to the Skullgirls soundtrack. Cause during that video, a Skullgirls character comes up, and I want to actually listen to the to the thing. A YouTube video on YouTube? Yeah, you wouldn't believe it. I want to listen to the soundtrack for Skullgirls. Oh, I'm out of dirt or grass block at least. The next song that comes up is the one that's actually in the YouTube video after this one. But like it occurred to me, the Skullgirls soundtrack is actually kind of fire. At least some of the songs I heard. So I kind of want to add some to my playlist. Let's chop down some trees. I go on Hinge. Guy comes up, based in Scotland, by the way. Entire account is in Spanish. Oh yeah, man. Here, that's like normal, right? That's because I'm in Miami, right? That makes sense. You're like, oh yeah, of course. That makes no sense where you are, though. 0 cents. But it's funny, though. It do be kind of funny, you gotta admit. This is the song that's on in the actual YouTube video. I think. What was that one movie about a monkey and a girl and they sung about Miami? What? What? I have no clue. I'm gonna find a song. Okay. Dude, it's always nighttime. How is it always nighttime? Yoink, yoink. Hmm. It was day before it became night. Yeah, that's true. Nah, that's true. That feels like 12 hours ago, you know what I mean? So it doesn't seem right. Not quite my tempo. I forget it's a Lin-Manuel
Was
Miranda
that the
song.
bite of 87?
Did you snipe the Scoregirl song before it started playing? Yeah. You didn't. No, you didn't. They just don't start talking. Vivo. I mean, a song because of how popular it got on TikTok for this one specific bit. Yeah. You should lock Lin-Manuel Miranda in a room until he makes a good song. Dude, I don't get the Lin-Manuel Miranda slander, bro. He's the only man that could have saved Moana. And he wasn't there. Moana 2, to be clear. I know everyone's ass is praying for Lin-Manuel Miranda to come back. So I don't want to hear it. He had some good songs for Hamilton and Moana. But then he fell off. Maybe I just don't keep up with Lin-Manuel Miranda enough, but like every song I've heard from him is like fine. I know people say that Hamilton is overrated, but like I think those people just are kind of just hating because it's popular. Cause I'm sorry, bro, but it's not the best musical ever, right? Obviously. But it's fucking Hamilton, dude. Like that shit's good. That shit's good. I'm sorry. That shit's good. If you hate on Hamilton, like I think you're just hating performatively. You're a very unserious person if you do. In my opinion. I love the Hamilton soundtrack, but in some songs, like in that Vivo movie he did, his lyrics are buns. Yeah. I do gotta admit, him spelling out M-I-M-A-I or M-I-M. What did he say? What did he spell out? M-I-A-M-I. Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah. Did I say something else? I might have. Um, like it's kind of sort of like cringe-ish, I guess. But at the same time, like I don't really care about cringe anymore. Like, it's not that big a deal. That I said I thought I said an extra A. I'm like, wait a minute. Something's wrong with what I said there. I was like, hold on, hold on. Something's not right here. Let me actually just do this real quick. Wait, it's Skullgirls. Yeah. This is a Skullgirls soundtrack that's playing right now. They're saying Squirrel Girl. No, Skullgirls. It's a fighting game. Dude, I said Schoolgirls. guys, I need you guys to lock in. I need you guys to lock in, please. Skullgirls. Skull. S-K-U-L-L. Skull. Not school. Dude, there's this game that I just love, bro. It's a schoolgirls game. It's like, no, that's not what I said. No, not schoolgirl. No. Skullgirls, the fighting game. Jesus. He loves Yandere Simulator. Oh god, not Yandere Simulator. Dude, I don't even know what Yandere Simulator was about. All I know is that like the creator has like some big ass controversy or whatever. I don't even know what he did. I just know he has a controversy. I just don't care enough about it to like really care about knowing about it either. I'm not gonna play it anyway. It would be. And nobody's surprised, yeah. There's just some things that you do that when, you know, later on if you like get revealed to be like, you know, an awful human being, like a pedophile, you're like, well, yeah, bro worked on Yandere Simulator. I played Squirrels once. I like the trombone guy. Trombone guy's pretty cool. I played Sarabella. She's the one with the her like she has like a hat and the hat has like arms and like punches and stuff. Arms, kind of like the hit Nintendo game that everyone loves. Very, very popular, commonly known. Romantic game where taking creep shots has a gameplay incentive. No shit, he's a pedo, yeah. I don't know. Like, at the very least, you know, he would have just been a weirdo at that point, right? He would have been a creep. Cause that is weird. That is a little fairly weird. A creep, a weirdo. Yeah. You know, if he wasn't that, right? Obviously, you know, now that you know, we know that he's a pedo, there's a secret third option for what he is. A criminal. Yeah. I guess he could still be the other stuff too, but yeah. Also, give me a second. I'm gonna take my vitamin D. I forgot to take it at the start of stream or before stream, cause, dude, I'm telling you, actual troll job. When I meant to be live at 9 a.m. That's an hour before I went live today, and my dad tells me, Kenj, help me move this mattress. What? So I gotta take a mattress up the stairs and move the other one down the stairs. Nice and early, first thing in the morning. Context: my parents got a new mattress because they've had one for like fucking years, I guess. Like what, 20 years maybe? I don't even know. Old ass mattress though. So now they have a new one. People on Hinge are a different breed. Tangy, I want to know, like, what are you like sending as like a message whenever you like someone's profile? I'm curious. So, like, what's your Riz tactic? My most irrational fear is death. The fuck do you think irrational means? Yeah, dude. I think my most irrational fear is dying. I think we should all long for death instead. Yeah. Yeah. Makes sense. Yeah. I just found this data pack that could get me back into my custom model phase again. That's cool. That's awesome. What does it do? Sometimes it's on a comment, sometimes not. I try and be funny and silly when I do though. I'll see if I can pull up like one of mine. Let me have a look. Maybe I can find one real quick. Give you guys a sample of what I do. Sometimes I take screenshots of it, of like some of my like messages, 'cause I think they're kind of funny. Oh, here we go. Here's one. Here's one that like someone like did. My most irrational fear, and they say, is to get railed in a Walmart. And so I replied to that with, you could go to Target instead, because I like that's absurd. That's absurd. That's an absurd irrational fear. I don't even know where the fuck that even comes from. Right, but I think that's kind of funny. It's like, oh, you go to Target? Like, you know, like whatever. Free comment, maybe. I didn't think about it that way. I guess it could be actually, kind of, now that I'm reflecting upon it. But I didn't mean it in like a freaky way. Just mean like more in like a comical way. But that's so like random, right? So I'm just like, oh, so it's Target, all right? Like what? The fuck? Not that I'd be doing the railing. I just want to make that clear. Like, that's not what I mean by that message. I don't want to be the one doing the railing. I don't fucking like this. That's an odd sentence. I'll let these guys fight. Yoink, we sleep now. Kenj will be watching from the cart. Sure, the cuck cart. What else is like a weird one? Oh, here's one. This person says, my most irrational fear, worms. So I said, so I'm guessing me turning into a worm is out of the question, right? Like, I think that's comical. That's comical because, you know, there's like the bit of like, oh, would you also love me if I was a worm, right? So I'm like, I guess that's out of the question then, right? By the way, no matches, 0 matches. I think I'm funny. I think I'm funny. Maybe I'm not. But I think that these are funny. Self-proclaimed funny man thinks he's funny. But they don't get matches. I don't match with people. And I'm trying to have like whimsy and joy and humor, but it just doesn't matter. I think the worm one's like a funny one though, right? That's funny, right?
Let's go.
Right, guys, that's funny, right?
I'm a little
Right?
Sussy. I'm a little sussy.
Pretzel, thank you for
I'm a
the
little
tier 1 sub. I appreciate that. The 55 months. Pretzel, you're married, right? Chat, I've got to leave. Damn. Alright, Pretzel. So I'm on Hinge, right? I need you to review this, like, this Riz of mine, right? I don't know if you heard me say it, right? But the worm one, right? This person's profile says, like, my most irrational fear, worms. So I respond with, so I'm guessing me turning into a worm is out of the question. Right? That's a funny reply to that prompt, right? That's funny, right? Like, you have the highest success rate here out of everyone in chat. So like your opinion on that matters. Like that's gotta be a match, right? That has to be a match. And dare I say you're the expert in the field. Pretzel, how do you riz up the Hinge baddies? Is it a joke of about how you would love me if I was a worm meme? Yeah. It's about that. It's about the would you love me if I were a worm meme? And like, because on Hinge you have like prompts and stuff. I don't know if you've ever used Hinge before in the past. But you have like prompts, and then people can reply to those prompts. And her prompt was, my irrational fear is worms. If they get it, then it's good. If not, you don't want them anyway. That is true. And that's true. And that's true, though. Dude, that's wise. Wise answer. Wise answer. W answer. You glaze me, and then you also, like, validate, like, me not getting a match. But with, like, oh, yeah, no. Didn't matter anyway. W answer. Let's see. I'll see if I have some more. I'll tell you guys some more of them. Let me see. Let me have a look. What's this one? Okay. This is my Riz, okay? Okay. So this person has in their Hinge profile one of their prompts, don't hate me if I, and the answer, need my space sometimes, right? And so I replied with, I'm good at that, considering it's already been that way for 22 years. You know, it's like, oh, we've had our space for 22 years. Now we can get together, right? That's like, maybe there's too much of a leap of like, of knowledge there. To be fair, actually, that might be bad. That might be a bad one. That might be a bad one. Yeah, that might be a bad one. That might be a bad one. Worse, but fine. Yeah, no. It's okay. You don't gotta say fine. It's a bad one. It's a bad one. That show was ass. I need a VOD review more often. One that worked actually, that I got a match with, was someone had the prompt of I'm weirdly attracted to, and then people who wear glasses, right? So I replied with for my sight, and then like a red X like emoji, saying like, oh, I don't need it for my sight, basically, right? But for you, check mark, yeah, as in like that's why I need my glasses, and she got it because they got a match, right? So like I don't need my glasses for seeing, basically. Absurd. There's like levels to this. There's sarcasm to this. Let's see what else do I got here. Oh, okay, here's one. So this person's like a random fact I love. I have like low-key crazy lore, but the biggest was I once tripped and stumbled directly in front of John Cena, and the funniest is the living tombstone once saw my bad middle school fan art and had to hold a laugh. And I replied to the prompt with, "So you fell in front of no one then?" Cause that's John Cena's gimmick. Cause he's invisible. That's funny. I'm gonna die alone. All right. Okay, chat, rate this. Their prompt is, a life goal of mine is to pursue a career in neuroscience. And my response is, you think you can figure out what's wrong with me? Wait, chat, is this Riz? Chat. Listen, dude, someone's gotta be able to figure this shit out. Hello, Java lol. Hello, everyone. Do not turn left at the crossroads. They also have they're attracted to losers. Ask if you could be your test subject. True. Wait, hold on, Riz. Hold on. Hold on, dude. Let's see. I actually want to go through these. I want to go through all these, right? Oh, here we go. She had 2 truths and a lie. So here are the true, or the truths or lies, I guess, because 2 of them are true, 1 of them is a lie. So, the first answer is I never ran my friends over, so I never ran them over. Second one is I ran my friend over twice. Then the other one is I ran over my other friend over 5 times. So to that one I replied, who needs enemies with friends like you? And that's funny, but I don't get matches, dude. I don't get matches. They don't work. I think that's funny. I'm sorry. Guys, I'm funny, bro. Please. Please. This guy's it's gotta be worth something, dude. It has to be. But alas, it's not. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Sigh.
Congratulations, you're now
Here, good
lurking
luck
in
with that.
Candy's stream.
Alright. Pretzel cannot handle it anymore. I'm setting that one off if I think it's good. Bro, it's so funny, it makes you want to facts to laughs. Exactly, dude. See, that's how you know it's really funny. You're queuing those laughs up. That's awesome. Okay, I don't think I sent this one, right? I don't think I sent this one to her, actually. But I did type it on, take a screenshot of it. So, her prompt is, my love language is, and then, the answer. Doing random things for you that you've never asked for, right? So I replied to that with me when I see a freshly laid shit outside my front door. And I think that's funny. I think that's funny. I think that's pretty funny. I don't think I sent that. I'm pretty sure I didn't send that. But I might have too. Because that might have been like one of those like, yeah, I don't care anymore type of like answers that I give. So I just like send it anyway. But I think it's kind of comical. That's a little bit comical, right? Like right? Right, guys? It's pretty funny, right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that's hilarious. I'll give it to you. All right. I'll take it. We take those. Let me keep going. See if I can find one. I took a screenshot of one here that I guess her entire profile, but like the main reason is because she's just a hater. And I think it's like to an absurd level because her prompt is, "We'll get along if you don't have pronouns in your bio." It's like, dude, what's wrong with having pronouns in your bio? The fuck? All right. Okay, this is a good one. So, her prompt is, "This year, I really want to get a second cat." And the reply to that from me was, "Meow?" ? That's funny. Dude, that one's funny. That one's funny as fuck. Holy shit, I cooked there. Holy shit, I cooked there. That was a good one. That was a fucking good one. It's a shame we didn't match. Actually a shame. Now, bro, it's a little creepy, not gonna lie. Creepy! Dude, I'm being humorous, dude. I'm looking for someone who will cut onions for me. Why would it come off as creepy, though? I guess it's like online. Like I just see it as like a whole bit, I suppose. So I don't see it that seriously. Since like people just meow online and that's like a thing in online culture. I imagine that profile she probably has like a lot of that. But yeah. Like the Discord e-kid and stuff, you know what I mean? Like that type of like meme and bit. So I guess like people can perceive or like interpret things like differently, right? So I guess that's like kind of like the negative about like Hinge and stuff like that, is that maybe you can't really see how like you're received tonally when you say something. But when I say meow, I'm not being like that ass, right? I don't want to convert into a cat. But that's at least how I saw it. I guess it depends on like how aware she is of like online culture and stuff. Kidding, you've used your res on Mercy right before I died. Dude, I think Overwatch e-couples have to be the worst invention of all time. Like it's up there. It's up there for sure. I think that's something that no one should subject themselves to. I don't want to convert into a cat. Sure, buddy. They all say that. Sure, buddy. Honestly, if I had the option in real life, I think I would. It feels like it'd be a lot easier just to be a cat. Okay, hold on, dude. This one's a fire one. So she asked me, or her prompt said, not she didn't ask me. The prompt was, the one thing I'd love to know about you is, what does happiness look like for you? So I replied with making Clash Royale content. Dude, you can't tell me this isn't Riz. You can't tell me. You can't tell me it isn't. Dude, you can't. Oh, dude, this is awesome. This is fucking awesome. I'm cooking, man. Wait, hold on. What else do we got? Chat. Here's one. My greatest strength. This one's actually one that resulted in a match a while ago. My greatest strength, being the friend who's too woke and sarcasm. And then I said, nah, I bet you can't outwoke my wokeness. And then like we had like a conversation afterwards. And then eventually it just stopped. Wait, this is actually a clever one. It stopped, never mind. I mean, we had a good conversation, I guess, but eventually she just kind of like stopped chatting, so I'm like, oh, bummer. Oh well. Here's one that's actually I think really funny. It didn't result in a match, but I think it's really funny. So, never have I ever, this is her, by the way, her prompt. Never have I ever had an iPhone case. So I replied with, yeah, we aren't in the same tax bracket. I think that's kind of funny. That's a clever joke. It's a clever joke. It didn't result in a match, so maybe not that clever. But yeah. Okay. Okay. So here's another one. Now that was clever. Never doubt yourself. Think otherwise. That is true. That is true. If no one like, I gotta be my own like hype man. I gotta be like, yeah, no, dude, I cooked there. 24/7. Biggest risk I've ever taken. This is our prompt. Biggest risk I've ever taken. My curiosity got the best of me when I decided to bite into a glass cup and did indeed shatter in my mouth. And I replied with some extra crunch. And then like the tasty like emoji thing, like the one where the tongue is like out to the side, like that. I don't know how to recreate it in real life, but like you know, like like you're gonna eat. I don't fucking know, man. I don't know how to recreate that. It's weird. Wait, this is actually hilarious. So here's another one. The one thing you should know about me is my pancreas don't work. That's our prompt. And so I replied with, tell it to get a job? Dude! Dude, I'm too funny. I'm actually too funny, bro. Like, that's actually fucking hilarious. But they don't result in matches, man. They don't. Like I'm out here, like, putting out my best material. It's a little dark. What is a little dark? The pancreas stuff? That your pancreas don't work? I mean, you're putting it on a Hinge profile. It can't be that serious. I mean, I imagine your pancreas not working is serious, but like, if you're putting it on a Hinge profile, you're making it so that people can reply to you. Unless you want the reply to be like, oh, dude. Oh. Like, I don't know what other reply you would expect except for a joke. Unless you want like a, dude, that really sucks. Like, I guess it does, yeah. I would, if I was in your situation, I'd rather have a working pancreas. All right, you know, let's keep going. Hold on, sorry, this is actually really fun. I think it's a clever one though. Okay. I'm sorry. Let me send you my pancreas to you ASAP. That actually would have been a W response too, honestly. TP, get in the game, bro. I think you're ready. Okay. So this one is my submission to National Geographic, right? And it's a picture of her taking a selfie with a dinosaur in the background, right? So I type out chicken jockey exclamation mark, dude. Fucking Riz, fucking Riz. Cause that's not a chicken jockey, silly. That's a dinosaur, but chicken jockey. Riz, truly, truly. Another one. Here we go. Here's another one. This is one I knew wasn't gonna result in a match, right? But I just sometimes I see the layup for a joke and I take it anyway. So she says, I go crazy for tall guys. Be taller than me in heels, right? And so I just reply with, I can bring a stepping stool around. It's simple. So this is a subtle one, right? But I knew that one wasn't gonna result in a match, but I still saw the chance for a joke, so I just said, yeah, fuck it, I'll take it. I'm funny for the love of the game, even if there is no like there's no like payoff. This is like a casual one, I guess, but dating me is like low-key getting bullied. That's her prompt. And I just replied with, please do not shove me into a locker. So that's like a subtle one. I don't think that's a bad one, but it didn't result in a match. Oh, here we go. This is a good one. All I ask is that you eres un Latino, papi. That's her prompt. And so I typed as a response, biblioteca. And it's like, wait, hold on, this guy's Latino, dude, hold on. The one thing I'd love to know about you. Here's another one. What's this one? Wait, hold on, let me see. Never mind. This one's not as funny. That one's not as clever. Wait! Hold on, I have another one. I didn't want to make a joke account on one of those dating apps. Just a dog and everything was going to be just Bork. But to install the apps, I need to change the settings, like put in my ID and get it verified. I can't be asked. Yeah, that's fair. This is a good one. My most irrational fear. Submerged. This is our prompt, obviously. My most irrational fear is submerged man-made objects, and I replied with, "You don't have to be too worried unless you're a billionaire." I think that's funny. I think it's funny. I think it's funny. A little. It's dark. It's dark humor. It is dark humor, but I think it's funny. I got the rev now. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, rate this. All right. Chat. Guys, we're the board of Hinge experts here. Pros in the field. All right. Well, before you send yours, I'm gonna say one more of mine. So her prompt is, I go crazy for Valorant. And I reply with, I think Valorant would make anyone crazy. And that was a subtle one. I'm not gonna, that was just a subtle one, you know what I mean? Nothing like too like out there, but that was just a subtle one. It's fine. In my friend group, so this is our prompt. In my friend group, I'm the one who puts spiders outside. If you're scared of them, I'll do it for you. And then you responded with, I feel like I'm looking at Superman right now. In my friend group, I'm the one who puts spiders outside. If you're scared of them, I'll do it for you. Oh, okay. I'm scared of spider. Yeah, I get it. No, I get it. Like, she's your hero. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's a good response. Sorry, it took me a second, because I guess, like, reading is a little bit, like, awkward. I get it. No, that's a good one, I'd say. This one is, this is actually a clever one. I think all of mine are clever. So, her prompt is, I won't shut up about Josh Allen. And so I reply with, hold on, let me make sure this is actually like, hold on, wait. Just to make sure I got my shit right. I did get my reference right? Hold on. Okay, I did. Just to make sure. So yeah, the prompt is, I won't shut up about Josh Allen, and then I reply with, Shamik Moore probably doesn't either. And that's, I think that's kind of clever. I think that's a clever one. It's a nod to how Shamik Moore was obsessed over Haley Seinfeld, and they're dating. So I'm saying that, like, you know, Shamik Moore probably thinks about him too, because that's who she's dating. Yeah, it requires some knowledge, but I think it's a clever joke. I don't know who these people are. So Miles Morales' voice actor had a like weird crush thing on the Spider-Gwen voice actress. And Josh Allen is who she's like, I think, dating or married to. So yeah. Yeah. And so, like, I'm saying that Shamik Moore probably thinks about that too. Thinks about him as well. So it requires some knowledge, but I think it's like a clever joke. Haley Steinfeld, yeah. I'm not like doing names because TP doesn't know the names anyway. I'm just saying like their roles. This is a simple one. What makes your life worth living? And then I just reply with, to make my ops watch me succeed. So it's a casual one. That wasn't too like too good, to be fair. Let's see. Okay, so this one was around where the Pope died. For some context, the Pope died. Around the time I sent this. So their prompt was, my most irrational fear, the Pope, parentheses, he's watching. And then I replied with, not anymore. Okay, so I'm not going to heaven. Alright. Yeah. Yeah. This one is the that's kind of dark a little bit. The one thing I'd love to know about you is what's wrong with you. That's her prompt, and I just replied with, I wouldn't be on this app if I knew that. And that one didn't result in a match, and I get it. Like, it's whatever. Yeah. Okay. This person has the dorkiest thing about me is I'm a lefty. And I replied to that prompt with communist. Just calling her a communist. That's a nice political one, I think. Nice political, because the leftists are communists. So I'm like, communist. But you can see in my profile that I'm a liberal, so it's like a sarcastic bit joke thing. I can see in her profile too, she was a liberal, I imagine. But yeah. Oh, here we go. This is a good one too, I think, actually. So, two truths and a lie, right? And here is it. Here they are. So her prompt, her two truths and lies, I guess it's kind of awkward to read these out loud, is I can ice skate, I'm a middle child, and I've never casually liked anything. And so I replied with, you only competitively liked anything. Because I think it's just like, it's just a clever bit. I think it's just a clever bit. Because then I'm saying that her lie is that she's never casually liked anything. Because it would mean that she only competitively liked things. Yeah. Is that safe to say on Twitch? Yeah, probably. Hassan is on this platform, so you can say whatever you want, really. Let's see. Oh, here's one. This one resulted in a match. So yeah, let's make sure we're on the same page about politics. Who did you vote for this election? And I replied with, oh, definitely our strong and powerful leader, Donald Trump. He never, ever makes a fool of himself, like doing something unconstitutional, or make bad choices, or do anything that would destroy our relationships with our allies. Smile. Incredible. Truly incredible. That one did result in a match. Did it go anywhere? No. No, of course not. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Okay, this is one. So her prompt is, I recently discovered that I'm obsessed with Minecraft. And I replied with, chicken jockey. Chicken jockey strikes again, dude. Chicken jockey strikes again. This was nearer towards the release of the Minecraft movie, I'm pretty sure. Okay. I read this one and I think like, wow, this is so stupid, dude. Actually, so stupid. So, her prompt. My most irrational fear, dinosaurs. I replied with, don't worry, I handled them for you. Implying that I killed the dinosaurs. I think it's a clever one, I'd say. Nothing too insane, though. How is that not a match? Dude, because they hate me. Because they hate me, dude. Okay, okay, sometimes I do send likes out just because I see a joke, and my hope is, this is weird, this is really weird, but my hope is that I at least make them like laugh. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care if we actually match or not, as long as I think I'm funny. Not that I know if they did or not, but I just kind of assume that it is. But my point is that sometimes I send in likes that I know won't go in. I take shots that will miss. That's for sure not going in. And this is one. Worst idea I've ever had. Dating a guy who made less money than I do. And so I just replied with, how about a guy who makes nothing, bro? Which I know it's still less than money than she does, because it's nothing, but it's different, because it's like, well, it's not like I make like $5 or whatever. I make $0, yeah. Not my best work. Not my best work. Alright, let's see yours. My most irrational fear, dogs. And then like a foot emoji, so she's saying feet. And then your response is, don't look down. Pretty good. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. She's in for a jump scare when she does. But dude, I do truly try my best out here. Like, I'm putting in like what I consider to be some of like my best work out there, and it just doesn't matter. My best jokes, I'm like trying my best, but it doesn't matter. Okay, so here's one. A life goal of mine, this is our prompt. A life goal of mine is to hit all 50 states and then a plane emoji. So I reply with, this is some ominous phrasing, I'm not gonna lie. Especially with the plane emoji. So I think this is like a funny subtle one, I don't know. Okay. It's like, wait, this is a good one. This is a good one. Okay, so 2 truths and a lie. This is a good one for us now. I think in the moment, this is a bad one to send. Sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, I make hinge likes with the with the thought process that I'd like share them later, or I'd talk about it later, right? I think this is a good one. Hold on. So, 2 truths and a lie. So this is her answers to that. I am a streamer. I like to paint and be in nature, and I have no tattoos. So I selected the I'm a streamer option, and I just replied with I'm sorry to hear that. I think that's just like that's kind of funny. That's kind of funny. Obviously, like to her, it's like whatever. But like knowing who I am, how sarcastic I am, like, and what I do, it's just like a bit on that. It's a joke on that. But that's 100% one of those like likes that I send that I know won't go in. It's just a bit for myself. Mm. Don't think you should know about me. Is I'm a professional yapper. Damn, you get paid? I'm doing this shit for free. I might take that. I'm taking that shit, Tangy. I'm sorry. I'm taking that. That's a prompt you see a lot. The yapping one. It's a very, 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 very common prompt. Taking that response. Here's one. I think it's actually kind of. This is the round when the Kendrick and Drake beef was more like prevalent. So her prompt is a random fact I love is manatees are incapable of being mean because they never developed aggression. So I replied with let a manatee listen to Kendrick Lamar and see how fast that changes, because you know Kendrick Lamar is the biggest hater. So you know they would change. Ooh, I see a bad one here from me. Because there's too many levels of sarcasm at work here, so it doesn't work. So, here's a prompt that doesn't work, right? So, her prompt is, I'm convinced that all men suck. So, I replied with, I know, right? Men really do suck. Why can't we all just love Sabrina Carpenter, Billie Eilish, and feminism, you know? And here's the problem, right? These are actually things that I do actually enjoy. I do listen to Sabrina Carpenter and Billie Eilish and feminism, but I'm making a bit on the performative man. That's what I'm like kind of like referencing in this one. But if you look at the initial like first wave sarcasm, it just looks like I'm making fun of her and mocking her. So unless you look at like the like my actual intention behind it, it just looks like I'm like mocking her or making fun of her when I'm not. So I think that's a bad one because I'm relying too much on like on more knowledge. To be fair, prompts that are just like all men suck or I hate men on dating apps when you're looking to date a man, I don't get it. If you want to say that shit on Twitter, like you know what, like I don't care, go for it, dude. You want to say that on Instagram, wherever you want to say it. But when you're on a dating app looking for men, what's the point? What's the point of saying that? Like no man's gonna like have an actual response for that anyway, right? So I just I don't know. Sorry, like my brother walked in, opened my door. I asked him close the door. He says I can't, and then leaves. Okay. I take it this is a recent one. Oh no, Tangies are all recent. He just installed that. He just installed the hinge. So this is Tangy. So my greatest strength, I've got the COVID vaccine. Response, loads of muscle emojis. The vaccines have made my autism stronger. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one, Tangy. I'm going through a backlog. I'm writing these right now. Wait, this is like current. Dude, you're like VOD reviewing or like getting peer reviewed answers on your hinge prompts. Dude, we need a woman in chat. We're missing like the like someone who can actually like, you know, give us that perspective. We're just like a bunch of men at the table being like, yeah. Chat, we're cooking here, dude. We're cooking. Hold on, chat. Is this it? Is this the one? And it's like just a bunch of men just being like, yeah, dude, yeah, send that shit. Chat, we gotta send that shit. Trust. Passing along the cigars. Yeah. After we're done with the session, we all like shake each other's hands and shit, very professional like. Amazing environment, truly. Guys, either we rise together or we fall apart. Yeah. Yep. Optimus Prime said something similar to that once. With the power of friendship, we can do it? Exactly, dude. You get it, dude. With the power of friendship, anything is possible. Dude, we're getting there. When it comes to filling in this area, we're almost done. It's been months in the making because of like the break I took to play Pokemon Legends ZA and other things. But yeah. I mean, I say almost done with this part at least, right? Because we still have a lot to do. A lot more area to cover. Let's go on that side and over there and everywhere, actually. Yeah. High key though, like we're all like intelligent here. We can figure out like what makes a good hinge response together. Like we got that. I've not even written anything. I just wanted to share. What do you mean you haven't written anything? Didn't you see that this is like happening like live? This guy's prompts are all that pregnant man emoji. Oh, I see. There's not a comment I can make. I think someone who only puts pregnant man emojis though, like, is that someone you want to match with? Like that's funny and all, but you need to have like a little bit of like substance here, you know? There has to be some like something, some words anywhere. Like that's hilarious, you know? Like W, I guess. Big fan of that. But there's nothing to say here. So I think you just kind of drop it. It's like it's funny. Like it's funny the first time, but like I know nothing about you. It could be that he's a hater too. Like in theory, it could just be a hater. Like what if he actually like hates pregnant men? So he's obsessing over it. Might be reading too far into it, but like, who knows? Who knows? About another bunch of emojis. No, but like he had his life goal is to is pregnant man. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, never mind then. Yeah, that's different. That's different. Yeah, yeah, okay, okay. No, I see it now. I see the vision now. I see it. I see it. Dude, I haven't added any of the songs to my playlist, but I do think that the Scoregirls soundtrack is fire. So I think after stream, I probably will like listen back to this again and start adding them in actually. I've commented, God bless our Mpreg soldiers. Truly. Truly, truly God's strongest warriors. Hmm. By the way, no, I have not finished eating. You see me yapping the whole time. Maybe I should finish eating. High key. Could be a good idea. Hmm. 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 Mm-hmm. 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 W response. You know, let me go through my hinge like now. Let me see what's on there when I open it up. Let me go to my standouts. Get stuck in iron. Together we could get stuck in iron for Valorant. Play Minecraft or play Stardew Valley, dude. Holy crap. Yo, what's up, Daniel? Welcome on in. How's it going? How you doing? She likes K-pop and she likes Five Nights at Freddy's, dude. Holy crap. Wow. What's this one? I won't shut up about my major. Let's debate this topic. It's okay for a girl to make the first move. Yeah, that's fine. One thing you should know, I'm a yapper. You say Five Nights at Freddy's? Yeah, I'm looking at Hinge profiles right now because we were talking about it. So I'm doing some live scrolling. Just taking a quick glance at like what I see here. Dude, some accounts look like AI generated. Like, they don't look like real people.
Was that the bite of 87?
God, there's so much plays when that happens. Truly incredible. I kind of forgot I had that. You could just play the bite of 87. It's just a sound effect you have access to. before we meet, you should listen to a self-improvement podcast. Dude, I am not listening to a self-improvement podcast. I'm already, like, perfect, basically. I don't need self-improvement. Trust. Chat, who up out there? Who up not needing to improve? Let me know. Hmm. Alright, let's get rid of these trees over here. Get rid of this one. That tree is gone now. Very awesome, very cool. Chat. And YouTube. And everyone. Let me know though. Was my Riz fire? From the prompts that I like read out loud, dude. Was that shit flames? Was that just like an all-star performance? LeBron level? Like, damn. It just might have been, dude. All those prompts and responses I read out, like, oh my god. It was good enough. I'll take it. I'll take it. Hmm. Hmm. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to Barnes and Noble sometime soon, and I'm gonna take a picture of me sitting there reading to hopefully look like more interesting on my profile. So then they see that I read, and they'll be like, "Whoa, this guy reads. What? What?" Which I do read, just to be clear. But then I can have like an aesthetic picture of it too. I didn't know Skullgirls had a song with lyrics in it. Okay, sleep, hopefully in time before that guy attacks me. Oh, you tried it, bro. You tried it. Alright, perfect. We have some torches. Let me light this area up. For now. I need to go back and destroy it anyway, because I have to replace this with dirt, but for now. Hi, Kido. I do need more pictures of, like, me today. Because I don't have a lot. A lot of them are from, like, when my hair was still a bit longer and stuff. So I kind of need, like, more pictures of, like, me currently. To put on, like, those type of profiles and dating apps. Ugh. I think the Barnes and Noble one is, like, a great idea. Go to a library, reading a book. Very aesthetic. It's a vibe. Could go hard on a profile. Yeah. You see the latest picture of Trump and Clinton? I did see it. I don't believe it. It's like one of those things where it's like it's too good to be true. You know what I mean? But I've been seeing word about it a lot. Is it actually a real Trump and Clinton picture? I'm gonna analyze the picture real quick. I'm gonna analyze it, see if I can like find out if it's AI or not. Usually the best tell for if something's AI, or at least one of the tells, is like text and stuff. So if text looks a little bit off, that could be like a sign. Hmm. My sister online, many photos say confirmed to be fake. When people analyze it through different things, it always says that's it's likely real. Hmm. It just seems too convenient, you know what I mean? Nah. I do like that the AI like image scanners are saying that it's not AI. But I don't know. I don't know. It's whatever. It doesn't change that it probably did happen anyway, but yeah. Hmm. All right, let me consume some food real quick, a little bit more, because I am not eating fast enough. To be fair, we've been not eating fast enough. It's been like 2 hours. And in case you're wondering, I don't care that my food is cold. It doesn't bother me. Mm. Yeah, dude. I need to make a beacon. A beacon is just so much faster to mine all this stone. I gotta get one. I haven't been doing it out of like laziness, but it'll just be so much faster if I do. I think I have one over here. The hinge baddies love beacons. And they've been saying it. And that's the thing that they've been saying though. I'm not doing it. Let me like keep the haste effect for now for as long as I can. Hmm. Yeah. Honestly though, I know I said I can at the start, but I've begun to accept my Chungus life as is. in its state. It's dateless, hinge, unsuccessful state, you know? And it's like a little bit of like a joy in that acceptance in a way, right? Like I don't think about it as much anymore. Like the topic of being like single and all that. It's less prevalent in my mind and in my brain. I think about it less. The pressure of that, you know what I mean? The stress of that as well. And hello, I can't reach that. Hello. Okay. Kids these days can't mine without their haste. Yeah. I mean, dude, don't let me stop you, dude. Don't let me stop you. You mine however your heart contents to mine. Chat, is it working? Chat, is it getting mined up? I can't tell. I think it is. Chat, give it a second. I think we're getting there. Hold on. Give it a moment. We're almost there.
Oh no.
No, I'll complain about how everyone else does it. Oh. Wait, hold on. You're ready. You're ready to make a YouTube channel where you just hate on things all day. You know who's someone who hates all day? The critical drinker. Or thinker, sorry. And recently he's come up on my YouTube page, right? And I've been thinking the way he talks. Does he do that on purpose? Tangy, you might know this. Cause I know how much you love to watch him. I've never watched him. Why are we lying? Tangy, I know you love right-wing content. I want to put down the beacon, but I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna like be wasting it if I put it here. Maybe if I put it more in the center, it'll be like more useful, like over in this area. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm gonna make a YouTube channel called The Reasonable Critic, and every video is me screaming about welcome pronouns. Exactly. Anyway, yeah, I made I've seen him on my like timeline. That I didn't even realize a piece of rice fell on my shirt. 2 pieces of rice actually. I'm like, I looked at my camera. I'm like, what the fuck are those 2 white dots? It's a piece of rice that fell. But yeah, the way he talks, it's like very unique, I guess. But I just don't know if it's like something he does on purpose or if it's like just he just talks like that. It's his default. I don't know. What did you say about the critical drinker and his voice? If he like just talks like that on purpose, or if it's something that he just like he's just built like that for whatever reason. Uh-oh. Missing a piece of iron. Uh-oh. Okay. I'm gonna look it up. Yeah, and we know what he talks like. Yeah. Like I don't know, his voice sounds like very like forced whenever I hear him. So I don't know if it's like purposeful. I assume it's a similar situation to pirate software. Parentheses. I cannot miss an opportunity to hate. Parentheses. And he's putting on a voice? Yeah, probably. Guys, do your eyes ever go fuzzy? They're doing it right now. What do you mean by fuzzy? Like your vision just goes blurry? My vision is blurry, yeah. Yeah, sometimes. I mean, like, it's very easy to just fix. Like sometimes my eyes will like unfocus or whatever. Like maybe I'm not paying enough attention, I'm not using them. They'll like unfocus for a second, and then they can focus back in afterwards. Specifically out of my left eye. Yeah. Yeah, if I'm like staring at something or like distracted, I suppose, like it'll do it for like a moment. Sometimes. So to keep my eye closed for a bit. I don't know if that's specifically what happens to me, but I'm glad you solved it though. I would say it's probably not normal. Depending on how you have it, I guess. Cause like yeah, if I'm like staring at something for too long, or like it's late at night especially, sometimes my vision will go a little blurry, like a blurry-ish. Cause I'm like tired, maybe like my eyes are strained, but I can always just refocus them, and then that's like really quick. Doesn't last more than like a second. Well, I don't need to like close my eyes. Sometimes I blink anyway, just to like do that, and then that's it. Ah man, yeah, dude, I'm tired. I'm feeling like a little bit tiredy. I have this bright ass light in front of my face though, so that kind of helps the tiredness a little bit. It's pretty cool. Dude, ever since I got the new light though, my teeth look shinier. Look a little bit brighter. You just need to stream tired? Yeah, I get it, I get it. My ass has got to stream. Ever since yesterday? Huh? Uh, See, that's another yawn. You got it yesterday or like 2 days ago? Yeah, I did get it yesterday. You getting like it's been a month? A month of what? Huh? Well, yeah, I mean, I guess I did say like whatever. Ever since I got this light. Ever since I got this light, it's like 2 days ago. Yeah. It's yesterday. It is yesterday. When I go like this, like it reflects a little bit more. Not that my teeth were necessarily wider. To be fair, I actually do think my teeth have gotten wider. Since I stopped like drinking so many sodas. They at least feel better. So I guess that matters more, but yeah. Cause like teeth, like, you know, if they're like they're naturally gonna have a little bit more of like a yellowish like tint always. Unless you get it like super whitened, obviously, right? But naturally they're gonna have like a little bit of yellowish tint. But like the goal, I guess, is try to like minimize that as much as possible. I stopped drinking the tooth rotting liquid and my teeth have been looking better. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's not like ideal, it's not perfect yet. Like obviously, I still look at it sometimes and I'm like, could be a little bit wider. It's still some work to be done, but it's also not at a point where I'm like self-conscious about it or whatever. I'm more like just kind of satisfied enough. But yeah. Not that I was super self-conscious about it before, to be fair. But I suppose less now. That's you know, honestly, a big part of like my YouTube creation stuff. And like something I get like sort of like self-conscious about is like my own appearance, right? Obviously, because I'm on camera all the time. And I will say, in the recent like couple of months, I have never felt, I think, better about my own appearance than I have like at this current point, right? There's always been like something that kind of bothers me about it, where I'm like, could have this part, could have this a little bit more, or like, I don't like this part right here. But like, I think right now is high key the best I felt about my own appearance. Not to say that like, you know, I think I'm like super hot or anything like that. Like I don't think I'm at that phase either. But compared to where I was mentally, I think in the past, like where I was like mentally thinking in the past, this is like I think the best I've felt about it. But yeah. I think a big part of it is I don't have the stress of like university anymore and like all that like burden on top of it, that I just felt a little bit more free. And also like uni like definitely added a lot of stress to me. A ton of stress. Fuck ton of stress. Oh my god, so much stress. Hmm. Yeah, dude, the Skullgirls soundtrack is fire. I've been listening to it the entire time. It's fire, dude. It's phenomenal. Also, should I tweet about the video I made? Because I was thinking about it, right? Because I need to promote, like, my video. Or I need to try to promote my video. Because I want it to succeed, right? But also, it's, like, that video. You know what I mean? It's the one where I'm doing that. So... I don't even know if I want to, you know what I mean? Obviously, I don't have enough shame to not post it, since I already did, but yeah. Do it, pussy. The pipe bomb. What? The pipe. What? The pipe bomb? Where are we getting pipe bomb from? Huh? No, not my recent YouTube video. Up on my main YouTube channel. Right now. The pinned message, actually. I think after today's stream, I'll record the Wicked for Good review. So I'll be going up on the Kenji Apps channel. I still don't have my full thoughts on it, like kind of like put together. I know I like it less than the first one for sure. And that it's much like, I think it's way weaker, a little bit more unfocused compared to the first one. I think the songs aren't as memorable or as good as the first ones either. Defying Gravity, for example, is like so fucking good. And just the first one I think had better songs. I think the whole Wizard of Oz things kind of like bring it down a little bit. It brings Wicked down since it has to try to incorporate the main like Wizard of Oz element into it, and it's just kind of bad. I don't know. I heard something about being dubious to post, and my mind went to the quotes. It said I zoned out really hard. Okay, no, it's about a YouTube video I uploaded today at 8 a.m. and it's basically going through and playing Rule 34 though, right? And what that is it's basically you can compare two characters or a franchise and a character or a franchise and a franchise and see which one has the most posts on the website Rule 34. And so you just kind of like guess which one has more images, right? Which it's fun. It's fun to do. But also like it's some gooner shit. It's some gooner shit, I'm not gonna lie. Remember the furry always wins? True. True. They always get their way, man. Yeah, I don't know if you want to promote that. You don't want to be known. You don't want to be the guy who's known for that. To be fair, like, what am I even known for now? Like, what am I in the general community anyway? Like, it doesn't matter. If anything, this is like one of those cases where like any propaganda or any attention media PR is good PR. Attention propaganda media. You're the guy who made the reaction video to Clash Royale shaved or unshaved? That's true. I did do that, but I was on the side of like good though. Of being like, this is awful. This is like truly like terrible stuff, you know what I mean? But now what am I? The villain? I don't know, man. I don't know. To be fair, it's not the exact same thing, but yeah. Yeah. Kenj. The Gooners pay well. The Gooners, they give you money, Kenj. Join the dark side. Endorse Goonery. Yeah, there's this one guy on TikTok I see a lot called Goonstar, right? And he basically just like plays games, but like his name is Goonstar, and sometimes there's like clips you see related to like gooning related content and like cosplayers, and like he knows all of them or whatever by name. And this one TikTok I saw, It was like someone in the reply, and then sorry, in the chat, being like, "Sorry, Goonstar, I gotta go. Right now, the streamer that plays games with their feet is going live." And then he's just like, "Dude, don't worry, bro. I'm going with you. The stream is ending now. I gotta go watch that shit." That's just funny. Ray's a funny guy. I don't know how genuine he's being. Because I feel like there has to be like some level of like genuine to it, right? Like there has to be. Like even a tiny part of just like genuine goonery. Because you need to have the knowledge. He needs to know who all these cosplayers are. Like he's gotta have that knowledge, you know? That one piece of coal. Hello? We're lagging? No matter how desperate times are, don't do it. Don't make spicy furry art. Oh. You know me, the artist. Also, I've been thinking about it. I know what I'm gonna do for Corecraft videos. I'm gonna just do episode 2 being like a big recap to catch everyone up so I can actually start making the Corecraft videos. Because I'm too far behind now, and I don't want to lock myself. I've already have. Because usually what I do if I'm too far behind on something, I lock myself away in my own mind. I think, oh, I can't do this until I do this. Right? But with Corecraft, I have too much backed up where I can, like, it'd be impossible to catch up, right? It'd be impossible for me to make episode 2, 3, 4, 5 on a timeline I'd want as I keep on making more stuff. So what I kind of want to do is just make like a big recap episode 2 to where we are now. And then episode 3 start being like, I think ideally I want to do weekly. I'm not going to lie. Maybe that's a little too much, so I'm just going to say bi-weekly. But I want to actually like start making content and not like disappointing or failing too. Just my general thoughts here as I'm yapping and stuff. Bi-weekly, 2 times a week. The other type of bi-weekly. The other bi-weekly. 50 videos of terraforming. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Which, by the way, I'm not recording. Awesome. You know what, bro? It doesn't even matter. Who cares? We already missed this one out. This will be a part of the recap. It's fine. But I think what I'll do for it is I'll do like cinematic shots of the builds I've done for episode 2. I'll be like, so listen, I got a little bit lazy. I never made episode 2. I'll start off with like some intro, something like that. And I'll just be like, let me catch you guys up to everything we've done. And then, that'll just be it. And then I'll just go from there. It'll be a world tour, basically. Honestly, that's what it would be. Episode 2 will be a tour. It'll be explaining everything that happened. Me kind of like talking about it, showing it off. And then I'll go from there to make like actual content that is somewhat caught up to the actual like present timeline. Also, I'm making a Legends ZA episode 1 still. And my original plan was to make like 1 video per stream, basically, of that. But the first episode of Legends ZA right now, how it is, it's like an hour long. Not even, a bit more than an hour. And that's too long in my opinion. So I think I might change how I approach making the Legends ZA videos. I know they haven't come out at all, but the first one's already so long, and the game has already been out for like, what, 2 or 3 weeks now? Maybe even a month at this point, I'm not sure. So I feel like it's too late to do like a let's play type of thing, like I wanted to originally. So I think what I might do is like do like a super cut of it, I guess, where I take like the best parts from the stream, voice over it so I can speed it along, and then go through like the whole game like that in one video. I think the only problem with that, and this is like the conundrum that I'm facing right now, the roadblock, is that I don't have enough space on my PC to have all my Legends ZA streams on at the same time. So I don't know how I can like edit a video like that on Premiere Pro. Because what I'd probably do is I'd just grab like I'd skim through it, I'd grab like the major parts, voice over as we go from like one thing to another, and then I have like the whole game in like maybe like 2 or 3 hour video, right? However long it has to be, I don't know. Maybe longer, I'm not sure. But I don't know. I'd have to buy a new drive for my PC. Maybe they're on sale. Let me see something. Amazon. Let me see how much an M.2 cost. M.2 SSD. Let me have a look. Okay, so 4 terabytes cost $259. It's awesome. 1 terabyte I see for $80. They're kind of expensive. I see a 4 terabyte one for $369. Nice. How much does a normal SSD cost? I don't know if would I replace one of my SSDs with a bigger SSD? Would I do that? Should I do that? Let me see if I go with 4 terabyte SSD. This 4 terabyte one here costs $224. Oh man. That's the thing that like terrifies me. I don't have that money. I don't have that money, but I need more space on my PC. God, I hate this, dude. I hate like things that come up that just kind of stop you from doing what you want to do. You know what I mean? Things that just kind of like you're like, oh, okay, I want to like edit this, but then it's like, oh, I have like actually fucking like 100 gigabytes of video plus more than 100 gigabytes of video. Oh, it's hard. I guess I could wipe out like maybe all my recordings ever. See how much space that stores or frees up. How much is one? Let me see how much like the first episode of Legends ZA actually took up on my PC. Give me a moment, guys. My bad. I want to check this. Recordings. Where are they? Where did I put you? Recordings. I don't even know how my PC has so much space taken up. I'm gonna be honest. I have no clue. Is this the Legends ZA one? I think it might be. It's 16 gigabytes? Yeah, okay. 16 gigabytes and it's how long? Oh, the squad is here. Okay, yeah, it is. Okay. So the first one, the first episode alone is 16 gigabytes. I have like what, 12 streams? That are like some of them are a little longer, so I'll just do like so 16 times 12. That's like 200 gigabytes. To be fair, 200 gigabytes isn't too bad. But can I make room for 200 gigabytes? I don't even know. Because my PC just like is taken up by space. I don't know where it comes from. I don't know why I don't have space on my PC. I've deleted so many things so many times. So something is like taking up all the space. All the mods together and put them at 200 speed. Oh, wait. Wait, actually, that works. That works. But yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know where like all my space is going on my PC. That I actually just have like none. It's pretty shit. Hmm. Oh well. Maybe. God, I gotta buy a there's so much I have to do. I need a job. Fuck, man. I need money. I'm actually trying to apply somewhere to work right now. That'll be very annoying. I'm gonna be honest because I'm gonna have less time to like do stuff I want to do. But I low-key need money to do this. How I want to do it. So I need money. I need money straight up. But right now, like the job market is shit. So I haven't like heard back from any of the places I've applied to. So I have a friend who works at a store, and I want to see if I can like maybe work there as well. It's not like the best for what my degree that I got was for, but it's time where I'm at least doing some work and I'm gonna be making money. While I look for an actual job somewhere else, or I can like, you know, maybe make better YouTube content and just have that like hopefully maybe become like the revenue I can make. But I doubt it at this point. But yeah. Because best case scenario, right, would be like I could just, you know, make money off of like YouTube and Twitch and all that stuff. But that's not very practical or real. So yeah. I have to make money to do the YouTube and Twitch stuff that I want to do to its fullest potential. Yeah. Yeah. I need to actually update my resume. I was going to like already be applied for the job, but I needed to change a few things and yeah. Like the formatting of it, sorry. The formatting. So like for example, I have my like the job and then the dates of when I worked the job like right next to each other. I gotta space it out to make it look nicer and all that. So yeah. Also, I take back my statement about the bi-weekly Corecraft videos. What I should have stated is the like after every build is done to make a video basically. It'll be per build. That's how future Corecraft videos will work once I do like the big recap one. However, I decide to do it. Hmm. I gotta see. I gotta see. There's damn. I gotta see. I gotta see what I do. I don't know. I don't wanna exist in a state of like oh, dude, I wish I did this, or like, what if I did this, or what if I do that? I just kind of want to like live in a timeline where I've done those things and I actually do it and follow through with it. I don't want to be like disappointed afterwards in what I couldn't do or didn't do. What would you want to work as? Is there a specific area that you've applied, or is it just as long as it brings food on the table? So like every job that I've seen like pop up on Indeed, I try to apply to that, you know, obviously I have the qualifications for and all that. And that it's like realistic that I can get into. I just apply. But I just haven't gotten word back. So my friend, he works he has a retail job, right? At Apple. So I want to see if I can like get something there as a job there, cause they don't pay badly, and it's like something that I know someone's already in there doing the job, and I have friends who have gone from that job to like actual engineering work. So like, yeah, so like assisting customers basically, yeah, that's what it would be. But I need to like update my resume to make it look nice before I apply. And since he already works here, he can put in a referral for me. So hopefully with that, like, you know, I could like get an interview and all that, and then get a job there ideally. But we're not at that phase yet. Plus, it's like also on a resume. I imagine it wouldn't look bad. Cause like, oh, this guy, he worked at Apple. Oh, he worked at an Apple thing. They see the word app when it'll look, I think, good. It'll look like not bad. And there isn't like a gap in my work experience, right? Because it's like, oh, you know, they have to ask me like, oh, what's this gap in your resume? I could be like, I don't have to like respond to that or lie or say like, oh no, dude, I signed an NDA. I signed an NDA, dude. I can't answer that question. This is a doctor reviewing, you know. If it's a doctor reviewing, then we're cooked. But I don't know. The thing about like job searching, right? It's like it's one of these things where like you have to kind of like get one, right? You have to do one. But everything is so miserable. So like when I don't get like a word back from, you know, like a potential employer, I don't feel like more motivated to keep on looking for a job. It's like, well, yeah, I think the concept of having a job sucks. Like I don't want one anyway. I'd rather be unemployed. Like what? Like the fuck? But I know that like, you know, I'm an adult now. I graduated. I kind of have to do it anyway. Hmm. God, dude. It kind of sucks though too, because the moment I do like get employment, right? I'll have less time to stream and do whatever the hell I want to do. Like actually do, right? It's just kind of sucks. That'd be like a bummer. I'd also probably have to change my stream schedule depending on when I like actually have to like work and stuff. When I do get a job, if I do get a job, just like a lot to it, man. I just don't want. I just don't want it. Cause I don't want to have to give this up. Like, you know, like what I do now, streaming and all this stuff. But I do also gotta, like, you know, face reality, the reality of the, you know, the world and stuff. So guys, we're doing a Keep Kenj Unemployed fundraiser. Who's contributing? Ah, nah. Yeah, no. I don't like the idea anyway of relying on other people for money like that. I'm not a fan of it. So, yeah. Steal from Lore. Heard it's quite simple. True. The roofs just steal from there. They're just giving stuff out, bro. Minimal security, like, might be the play. Might be the play. The roof. Kind of insane that like robbers just like walked in there, took their shit, and left, dude. Casually, no stress, no like secret operation in the middle of the night, just in and out. Easy, simple. What time is it? It's nearly 2 p.m. Okay. You know, I might work on my resume. Also, let me see that build over there. Have I seen that build before? I think I have. Have I? Oh, that's right. It's a spooky one. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember that. Is there anything new here? That's new. It's a mushroom. Let's have some fungus. Red mushrooms. Brown mushrooms. Mushroom stems. Very cool. Bone. Bone. Riz Marina. Alright. God, there's so much to terraform, dude. Holy fuck, man. Dude, I was watching one of the homies, right? Jamal. He's got like a fucking giant ass mountain he was working on, dude. And those like like terraforming projects that like take that long and like that huge, dude, like they're kind of low key miserable, man. Like they gotta be. Like once you're done, they're like, wow. They're great to look at, but the instant gratification, bro, is not there. It's not present. No, sir. You see how some influencers want to hang their own picture next to the Mona Lisa, and it went unnoticed for quite a bit. That's funny, dude. Do they have like no security in France? Did they forget that they need to actually like hire some and have some people with eyes perhaps that can like see when someone's like stealing something or hanging something up? A thought, a concept, you know? Just one. They have like 2 guards and a janitor, maybe. Yeah. And the janitor probably works harder than the guards. Hmm. Hmm. Dude, high key, I'm feeling tired. I'm gonna raid out now. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate it, but I'm feeling tired. I think next stream, I'll play Hollow Knight. I'll probably play Hollow Knight next stream. But don't go anywhere. Chat, we're gonna be raiding out. Here are the raid messages. I'm gonna raid out to Jamal today. That was a 4-hour stream, you know, respectable 4-hour. But yeah, I'll be trying to fix my sleep schedule a little bit more. I'll be doing like more content. The Wicked for Good review will come later today if you guys, you know, want to see my movie reviews and stuff like that. Stay tuned for that, I guess. Hopefully later today, hopefully. If not today, then tomorrow. I for sure want to record it though, so I'll try my best. Unless I say I'm not going to do it for whatever reason. Because to be fair, I am kind of iffy on my own thoughts about it. Still kind of reflecting upon it. Wicked for Good. So we'll see if I have something to say about it or not. But yeah. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate it. If you guys haven't checked out my newest video, I'd really appreciate it. Yoink, I think that's it right there, right? Is that the video? Might be. Hopefully it is. That's a new video. So you guys want to check that out? I'd really appreciate that. Hitting that like button on that too. It mean a lot. Dude. Yo, what's up, Tangy? Yo, what's up, Tangy? We're gonna be rating Jamal. Jamal's a cool streamer. I'm 2 for 2 on finding people on the hinge of people I know. Oh, dude, that happens a lot. I mean, and you're looking at guys and women, so like, I imagine you're gonna find a ton for like in general. Because I only see like women, and I see a few that I know. But yeah, anyway, guys, I'm out of time. Peace out. Have a good one. Rah, rah, rah. Yeah.